Man, I'm gonna show you some pictures. Well, that's on another video. That's on. Well, I'll upload it to here. This Aston Martin is sick. I've seen a lot of cars. My man be building cars and whatsoever, but that joint is sick. I'm gonna thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. Hopefully you're doing well and you're chilling this morning on a Wednesday. I'm gonna get ahead. I got a certified letter from someplace, man. I got a certified letter the other day from my former doctor who got mad because he wanted to be a mad scientist for my life. And I told him no, and he got upset and decided to fire me from his practice. I think it was his practice. It was never his practice. These people crazy. These doctors out here, I don't think they're interested in making you healthy. I think they're interested in keeping you sick. Because if you're always well, you don't need them. So what was that? So anyway, I had to go to my cardiologist the other day, and a long time ago, I was diagnosed with LVH, which is left ventricle hypertrophy or whatever that is. And, it can be something that's very serious if not taken care of. A lot of people they see over 60 definitely going to have it. Athletes have it a lot, from working out their heart and so on and so forth. So I had to go get mine ultrasound. I got a call this morning that I think it's cool. I'm like, well, he said everything is normal. Does that mean that the LVH that I had, is that there? Is that there anymore? I'm waiting for him to get back to me. But I guess if he said everything is normal, that means he would have said, oh, you, like the other doctor, oh, you got LVH, you got left ventricle hypertrophy, hypertrophy, whatever it is. And that's when your heart muscle gets real thick and big because it's overworking itself because it has high blood pressure. So for all you people out here that's really showing off eating and all this stuff, like my man keeps sending me pictures of him eating and so on and so forth, man, that can be a dangerous thing. That joint, like if you look it up, it's like you can just all of a sudden be out, like that. So you gotta take care of yourself. And if you're overweight and you're doing stuff like that, man, it's not a good look. All right, Reflection Man. Never liked Reflection Man, my friend, but if you like it, I like it because you like it. Holla at your boy. Good to see you, DJ World. Hope everything is well with you. So yeah, take good care of yourself because, again, I'm happy to be 64 and 64, 65. I don't matter. I lived there today anyway. But to know that I had a situation that I knew I had to take care of. Again, I used to weigh 280 pounds. I lost that, and I look pretty good to be weighing 196 pounds now after 280 pounds, some time ago. But then when I found out, like I said, I had the LVH thing, I'm like, yo, what is that? Oh, that means your heart muscle is thickened and all that stuff because it's you got high blood pressure. I wasn't keeping up my blood pressure back in the day. I do every morning now. And that's what I do. But for the most part, don't wait till you get old and have to go through something. You know what I mean? Thank you, Heavenly, as well. Absolutely, DJ. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for thanking the Heavenly. And Heavenly, thank you for thanking it and him. And yeah, definitely. Look out for yourself, man. Anything can happen anytime. You get past one obstacle, could be another one. You get past another. For right now, I guess I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to hang in and do the right thing best I can. But for the most part, I was really happy to get that news that your heart is okay. We ain't seen anything abnormal with your scan. Everything was straight. So. That means, there's this thing that I had that was very serious at one time, LVH. If I no longer have it, then what I researched to get to the point of getting rid of that. Because that's something you really just can't necessarily just get rid of. If you don't know you have it, then you're already like, yo, you don't want to wait too late to get rid of it. I've been working on getting rid of it as soon as I found out I had it. And that's how serious it was. I'm like, I got to get this joint down. You know what I mean? So that's good. That's good news to hear. Thank the Heavenly. All right, yesterday I thought Rabbit was going to be the next fragrance I want for Perfumology. It's not. It's going to be toasted tangerine, whatever, roasted tangerine for Imagineers. Liquid Imagineers, roasted tangerine. What? Roasted tangerine is crazy. Crazy. Got to get it. So my man C Money, the king of fragrances. They call me the pontiff of fragrances. This guy on his channel called me the pontiff of fragrances. Pontiff is okay. That's like the Pope. No. C Money is the king of fragrances. You know what I mean? Because he all over the place. That means he's a king. He ain't just one spot here. He might have a great collection, but he already over here. He dealing with this. He dealing with that here. Yo, roasted tangerine, bruh. Getting that is $1.90. And it's 100 mil. It's 100 mil for $1.90. That's not bad because the other fragrances, like the ones I have, Beat Humane, La Crema, and Eau de Cure, them joints are like 210 for 100 mil. These are the new bottles. They're not the same crown bottles, the crown top, but that's okay. For $1.90, for that toasted cherry, man, I don't even want 100 mil. I wish they'd make a small one like 50 mil. I would take a 50 really, but man, that joint is... People smell me yesterday like, You know, you walk past people and they don't even say anything. They just, Oh, they just look at you like, you know, they won't say anything. They won't say anything. Yeah. You know, I get on the elevator, you know what I mean, going down to the whip, and then might run past a couple of people, you know, some young ladies or whatever. And ain't because of these Christian Louboutin pony sneakers I'm wearing, or pony shoes. It's not because of those, which today I'll get a lot of compliments on my pony shoes with my Hugo Boss cargo pants on and my Amy Eau de Cure t-shirt. I'm going to put my Obey Studio hat. I need these honeys to obey. And then we have one out Tide leather strip glasses. Holla at your boy. So anyway, what are we going to wear today? Well, I'm really tempted to trying out the Andy Tower Vanilla Absolute, but I don't know. So let me see what else we got. Rabbit. Can't do Rabbit again. And you save some Rabbit. Andy Tower Rose Absolute. This week is sample week only. We're just doing samples. Well, so far, I don't think I wore anything Monday. I thought I wore Sunday samples from Monday too. Acro Dark, which is chocolate coffee to me. Okay Fine fragrances. Like I said, I don't know where this even came from. They don't even have Okay Fine down there anymore. As far as I know. We're probably going to go with Navatus Ambrosia Imperial. And I think that's the sister. They made a fragrance for her. Ambrosia Imperial. See, we got 2 samples worth, so yeah. I'll just pour it all in one. And like I said, if I meet somebody and they be like, yo, you really smell good, and I have a little bit left over, I'll give it to them. Because I ain't stingy like that. You know what I mean? Oh, here you go. Here, take that. Like I did my man over there in Riverwind. Walked in, get a little something to sip on while they're Riverwind. And he's like, bro, you smell good. What kind of cologne is that? Hey, buddy. Don't wear colognes. Wear parfums. Yeah, parfum. This is good. I like this, but this joint, I think it doesn't come in a 50 mil. It's Navatus. I think it smells like bananas or something like that. Really nice and sweet. I really like this fragrance. And it has a Navatus vibe to it. I don't know who made it. You know, they had like 5,000 dudes, you know, making their fragrances and everything. Put that all over, man. This thing is tasty. It's supposed to taste like, I think this one's supposed to be like banana. And I do smell like a little light banana-y, orangey type thing. So we're going to spray this. Then we go into first watch and have a little light breakfast. After I go and see what this certified letter is for me in the mail, because I'm kind of nervous. I almost couldn't sleep last night. I'm like, man, why am I getting a certified letter? And like I said, the only certified letter I received was from my former primary care physician who wanted to act like he was Dr. Fauci with my life. And he got upset. Talking about, oh, we got a disagreement. Yeah, we do have a disagreement. Because, you know, only time you say something is when something is wrong. When something's right, I've done something right. Oh, other than nothing. See, I was about there like I was going to say something like you said, nothing. But something wrong. Oh, well, it look like you got this going on. You got that. But what about what I don't have it on? You checked out my C-reactive protein, which is very important to sometimes get your C-reactive protein checked. That is important. Mine was very good. The only thing I had, I got a high calcium score. But shoot, I might not have that anymore. I might not even have high calcium anymore. And I think I had my high calcium because at one time, high calcium's not good, man. Don't be taking them Tums all the time. Do not be chewing on Tums like I was. Man, every time I had heartburn, I was just chewing on Tums, and they had the flavored Tums. So I was just chewing the flavored Tums just to have something sweet to go to sleep to sometimes. They're sweet. Just like, you know, me taking my melatonin. It's sweet, it's tasty, and sometimes I take a baby aspirin, and that's sweet and tasty too. You can chew it, know what I mean? So yeah, but I used to tear up them goddamn Tums. Number calcium. You don't want calcium in your system. You want because the calcium is actually supposed to go from the calcium to your bones. So I found out a supplement I can take that would take the calcium out of my body, out of my bloodstream, and put it into my bones instead of putting it into my arteries. So that's why I had a high calcium score. He definitely wanted, oh, you got a high calcium score. That means you can die now. You know, this freaking guy, man. I don't want to miss his name because it might be his letter saying a cease and desist that I can't go on the internet and talk about his freaking crooked behind Dr. Fauci scientist. Well, I believe in science. I don't believe in science. I believe in the heavenly. And I said, why do Asian people live so long? If all the stuff you're talking about and I'm doing the same thing they're doing, why they live so long? Oh, well, not all Asians live long. He didn't say it like that. Well, I'm into science. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm out of here. You go do science with all them other people. You may take that vaccine and all that stuff. You do with them. That's why you're probably upset. I can't miss his name. Like I said, I might get a lawsuit. That might be what's in my law. I don't know this letter. I gotta get this letter, man. So anyway, I'm out. We're gonna go to First Watch. Like I said, I already told you what I got on. I forgot my Christian Louboutin Balmore belt. We got the spikes in it. So I got my Balmore belt on too. And like I said, I'm just wearing a t-shirt, my cargo pants, with my pony shoes. And of course, the ladies gonna have a fit. And that's okay, they're supposed to. Because that's exactly why I wear the fragrances I wear, and I wear the clothes I wear. Because I do music, fashion, fragrances, and holler at your boy bars. All right, man, I'm out. I'm gonna take good care of yourself, man, while you can. Because them saying my heart is good is no guarantee about anything. It just means that I'm trying to take better care of myself, and something that was a problem for me back in the day, somehow I researched it. I started taking the supplements I need to take, and now that problem is now gone, which is, I never thought you can reverse LVH. So look it up. Just look up LVH and you'll see. Pretty serious stuff. So if he said my heart is fine after my ultrasound, because that's how they found out I had it initially. They had me do ultrasound when I was with this other cardiologist. He's like, we're just going to, since you're new to me, we're going to go ahead on and do a, join and check out your heart, make sure everything is cool, allegedly, yeah, right? And make sure your heart is cool with the ultrasound. And when it was done, 2 days later, he was like, yo, you got LVH. What the heck is LVH? Well, that's when the muscle of your heart start building up because your pressure is high. And when your pressure is high, your heart start getting hard. And it's harder for your heart to pump the that it needs to get to your So that's why if you was like me, you would work on taking care of that situation. I need to exercise more. I definitely need to exercise more. But there's what was I about to say? Like I said, there's supplements you can take to kind of help you out with everything you got to deal with. The CDC, my man shot that whole joint up, didn't he? He went up there because, they trying to give you all this scientific stuff instead of, supplements. Well, we can't FDA, we can't vouch for the supplements. You know why? Because they're good. They're just trying to see if they can get to the point of getting around and doing the same thing and then charge you money for it. A lot of money where you can buy supplements and you're not even paying that much for the money. So that's what this crooked, CDC and FDA is about. They want to prove anything until they can get their hands on it. And then when they steal the formula, then all of a sudden you got to pay $50,000 for it. Whereas before you was paying like $32 for a bottle of supplements for 120 days. So that's what that is. So, and aside from all that, man, just do what you got to do to stay healthy as you can. All right. This is you smoking, stop smoking. All the obvious stuff. If you're eating too much, fatty foods and too much sugar, and you got diabetes, and diabetes is just going to jack you up. Your diabetes tear your freaking arteries in half. And you don't want that. You know what I mean? So take care of yourself and stop walking around acting like you're invincible, because a lot of people just got death wishes. If you ask me, if you continue to smoke, I know there's one cat, he had a heart attack and he had diabetes and he's still smoking. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a death wish. That ain't nothing but a death wish. Because then what happens is after you have a stroke or whatever you have, I guess, they say, well, here, you start taking this medicine. And then you think, okay, well, now I can still smoke because I'm taking this medicine. Is that what that is? That is a hot stupid. That's what that is. That's hot stupid. if you don't want to take the time to stop doing things you shouldn't do. I think the most difficult thing might be for me, because like I say, I'm not going to do like I don't have to drink every day again, but I do like to drink. My issue is if I don't drink, say every day, then when I drink that 1 or 2 days, I'm going in. I'm going in hard. You know what I mean? What they call that? Binge drinking, whatever. So, and that's the thing. I think I'm better off really just having I think they say you can have 6 glasses of wine, moderate wine drinking. And mainly that's what I drink mostly is wine. So you have 6 to 8 glasses of wine a week. You know what I mean? As long as you're moving around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Bada bing. Because wine is good for your heart. If you're going to have a sugar, you might as well get it from a wine as opposed to getting the sugar from eating candy or some craziness, carbohydrates, eating a lot of freaking burgers, and stuff, man. But look, it's your life. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want to do, bro. You can eat everything you want. I just don't want you crying. Pray for me because blah blah blah. Because you didn't want to stop smoking. I mean, I still pray for you just out of being a human being. But you didn't want to stop smoking. You just wanted to keep smoking. You still want to keep doing stuff you had no business doing. And like I said, this homeboy, he had a heart attack. It might have been a mild heart attack. I don't know. It must have been awfully mild for him to start back with diabetes, with a diabetic patch and all that stuff. And it wows me, man, that people just like, yo. But I mean, some people they tired. I think some people get tired. There's been a time I've heard people, especially in the country, say, well, I'm going to die or something, you know what I mean? So I'm going to die doing what I want to do. And the thing about it is I know some people in my family, my godmother, she wouldn't stop smoking. My aunt wouldn't stop smoking. My aunt had cancer. She was on a ventilator machine, not the ventilator, whatever that thing, the oxygen machine, and she was still smoking. And they would catch her smoking, my family. They'd be like, yo, you can't smoke around the oxygen machine. But she just couldn't stop. And my godmother just couldn't stop. But they old heads. They went out like that. They went out like soldiers. They're like, look, whatever. Die or something. I'll go out like a soldier. You go to one finish knocking off these cancer sticks. I had a wife I was married to. I think she's still smoking too. She got to the point that she just knew she wasn't gonna quit. Me and her used to smoke all the time, from weed to cigarettes. And I stopped. I stopped years ago. But I said, you still smoking? Yeah, I'm still smoking these cancer sticks. Well, and she called them cancer sticks or coffin nails. Where are my keys? Because every time we get ready to leave out the house, either I'm leaving my phone or I'm leaving my goddamn keys somewhere. I know I put them down somewhere, and then they end up where I didn't put them down at. Anyway, take care of yourself. Do the best you can. Like I said, me doing what I do, get my results don't mean anything. Only to me, in the point that I tried my best to deal with that situation that I had. You know what I mean? And if the doctor see your heart is good, he's a cardiologist, and he's not a quack, he definitely gonna try to tell you. He ain't gonna lie. He can't come up and say it was good, and then something happened. All of a sudden, blah blah blah. Oh, I ain't see that. No, you better be on point. In my doggone keys right here. You better be on point when you get somebody a diagnosis, and that's what it is. But even though with him, I had the cholesterol thing going on. I'll talk to you a little while longer, just on a health tip. And my cholesterol has never been over 300. Just press start people. Oh no, no, that's a little craziness. Yeah, so at one time, man, my cholesterol, my lipids, my was so low, man. They're like, bro, you need to get some cholesterol in your system. It was just too low. It was like 116 and 78. My HDL is always high because I'm pretty active. So my HDL has always been above 60, 70, which is good. I mean, the HDL was trying to clean out the bad cholesterol, if indeed that's what that is. There's some kind of contradictory theory now that when they say LDL and all this stuff, is not really a bad situation in the sense that it depends on how much is actually in your system. Because you need that. You actually need LDL for your muscles and stuff. So when they say you got high LDL, which mine's kind of high, I think it's 260 or something like that, 230. I don't know what it is. No, my total is 260, so it can't be that. I think it's like 160 or something like that. So yeah, so that's that deal, man. So hey, it is what it is. Just got to work on it. Got to work on it. And then he was like, "Well, you got to take this. You got to take that." I said, "Man, I ain't trying to take no statins. I ain't trying to get into that game. You know what I mean? There's other things you can take. You know what I mean? For me, red yeast rice. I ran out of that though. Red yeast rice is something you can take as a supplement, and a couple of things you can take as a supplement. But you got to investigate it yourself. So it's up to you. It's your life. You got to take got to take the initiative. Willie Millie is in the house. Willie 9 Millie. I ain't see you, brother. You snuck in on me. Yeah, do what you can, man, and pass to your family too. You know, and see if you can just start now instead of having to battle it later. Because you got celebrities even now with the young lady who used to be on What's Happening. You know, and she had other issues besides that. How you doing? Yeah, so people rolling out. You saw me out. I sprayed. I put it in my pocket. I sprayed. I might have to go back up anyway. 'Cause I gotta take my water out of my car. So I take some water out of my car upstairs, man, too, because today is hot. Can't have my car here and doggone water getting all hot. It's not good for you to drink hot water. After it's been in the car. So we're going to take that upstairs. Then I got to go and get this letter. I don't know if they even give it back to the guy to give to me again. Whatever the package is. I got the letter. Yeah, Ambrosia something, Will. Ambrosia, holla at your boy. Y'all see him walking to the whip? Walking a homegirl. She got a nice washing yesterday. Got the wheels tucked in. You know what I mean? She's chilling. It's my M235, holla at your boy. Bars with hot sauce on it. Bars with hot sauce. 4-door. I just had a 2-door. So it wasn't hard for me to get a 4-door. You still can? Forgot I'm down here in the garage. Yeah. I came home one night. I thought I bought it in the house. I can't even find that joint. Can't find it. No idea where it is. And I turned it in. I was like, yo, all right, well, look. Hold on. Got my door opening up, let me out of here. You can set up however you want to set it up. You got your sport mode that you can dilly-dally around with and make it do more than what you want to do. But that's the fastest mode. Then you have efficient, where to save your gas, especially if you run an air conditioner like up to 5,000. Be out of gas in no time. Running freaking sport mode in air. You ever get it? Then you have, what other mode you have? Then you have, usually I ride around with the expressive mode at night because of the colors. And the colors change throughout these vents. See, if I hit expressive now, you can't see it because it's kind of light. The colors change throughout the car. So I can ride with that setting right there. And then I can set the setting up to be fast, slow, whatever I want, depending on what my mood is. Now, if I want to come out of that one, then I can go into chill out mode. But there's a whole bunch of modes. Digital art mode, relax mode. So if I hit relax mode or silent mode, I think it's relax mode. If I hit relax mode, see what happens? What's called closes. The sunroof closes. If I hit relax mode. So now the sunroof is closed. You know what I'm saying? But I think if I go back and I hit my modes and go into park mode, and now I go back to efficient mode, it ain't gonna open back up. I would have to hit individual settings. I would have the individual settings and I, put what I want. Do I want the sunroof to open? Do I want this? Do I want, whatever it is. I don't know what all the moves are. I just got the car. But that's about it. So let me take this stuff upstairs, and I will catch up with y'all later, all right? Heaven willing. See you soon. See you soon. Bars.